Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of United States ultra-rare coins. We'll explore the 6 most valuable and expensive coins, uncovering their historical significance, unique features, and what makes them highly sought after by collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting to build your collection, this video will give you an inside look at the gems of U.S. coinage and why they command such high value in the market. Let's get started on this incredible journey through the world of rare and priceless coins. The 2018 United States dime holds an interesting place in the world of numismatics, making it an appealing coin for collectors today, although its value is often tied to specific circumstances that influence demand. As part of the ongoing series featuring Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 2018 dime continues to reflect the coin's long-standing status as a staple of U.S. currency. While it is not among the most historically significant coins in terms of revolutionary design changes or rare mintage figures, the 2018 D is nonetheless sought after due to the overall appeal of Roosevelt dimes and the persistent interest in modern coins for both collection and investment purposes. The market for such coins is driven not only by their utility, but also by their design continuity and the ease with which they can be obtained or preserved in excellent condition. The historical context of the 2018 dime ties back to a long tradition of U.S. coinage. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, and has since been a symbol of the nation's respect for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. The 2018 dime, minted at the Denver Mint, is part of the series that continues to honor Roosevelt's legacy. Though the design has not changed since its inception, the dime remains relevant because it represents not only the historical figure, but also the enduring American values he stood for. The Denver Mint has produced millions of these dimes, ensuring a steady supply to meet the needs of circulation and collectors alike. However, despite the high mintage numbers, modern collectors are often drawn to such coins due to their connection to both the past and the present. The unique features of the 2018 dime are embedded in its design and technical specifications. On the obverse, the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt is depicted, created by sculptor John R. Sinek, with his distinctive facial features and calm demeanor. The reverse of the coin showcases a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols representing liberty, peace, and strength. These motifs have remained unchanged since the coin's introduction. In terms of size, the dime is small, measuring 17.91 in diameter and weighing 2.268 grams. The coin is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, which provides it with durability while maintaining a modest aesthetic quality. Despite the simplicity of its design, the consistent craftsmanship and symbolic resonance of the coin make it visually appealing. Higher-grade examples, particularly those in uncirculated condition, are valued more for their pristine surfaces and sharp details. Rarity and condition play a significant role in determining the value of the 2018 dime. While millions of these coins were minted, the condition of the specific coin in question is what sets apart those that are highly sought after by collectors. Uncirculated coins, or those that have been preserved in near-mint state, are the most valuable, as wear and tear from circulation can detract from their appeal. Errors and varieties, though less common with this coin, also contribute to rarity. A coin with a significant error, such as a misstrike or a doubling of the mint mark, could fetch higher values, but these are exceptions rather than the rule. The mint mark D indicates that the dime was produced at the Denver Mint, and collectors often focus on securing examples in the best possible condition to ensure they are adding a high-quality piece to their collection. The market value of the 2018 dime can vary based on its condition and specific characteristics. In general, coins in average circulated condition can be worth their face value of 10 cents, while those in higher grades such as MS65, Mint State 65, or higher can be valued significantly more. On the open market, Coins in excellent uncirculated condition might range from $2 to $4, with rarer examples, especially those with unique errors or higher grades, commanding prices up to $10 or more. Auction results and private sales for these coins show a steady interest, though not in the same price ranges as more historically important or rare coins. The main driver behind the value of the 2018 D-Dime is its pristine condition and the collector demand for well-preserved, modern U.S. coinage. For collectors interested in acquiring a 2018 D-Dime, it is essential to know how to identify high-quality examples and understand the certification process. Coins that are graded by professional grading services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are more likely to retain or increase in value over time. A coin's grade reflects its overall quality, including its level of wear, the sharpness of its details, and its surface appearance. When purchasing, collectors should seek reputable dealers or auctions that provide detailed descriptions and proper authentication of the coin's grade and condition. Additionally, storing the dime in a protective holder, such as a slab or capsule, helps maintain its condition and prevents damage from environmental factors. In conclusion, the 2018 D-Dime, while not as historically rare or valuable as certain older or more unique coins, holds its place in the numismatic world due to its enduring design and connection to the Roosevelt series. Its value is closely tied to its condition, and collectors who focus on acquiring well-preserved examples can find great satisfaction in owning a piece of modern U.S. coinage that carries both historical significance and aesthetic appeal. The coin's relatively low cost for entry-level collectors and the potential for future appreciation make it an appealing addition to any collection, especially for those interested in U.S. dimes or the broader set of Roosevelt-related memorabilia. Whether as an investment or a personal collection piece, the 2018 D-Dime is a valuable and iconic representation of American coinage. Next up in the 1995 D. Roosevelt dime stands as a modern coin that, while common in everyday circulation, can achieve remarkable value in exceptional condition, making it one of the most intriguing modern dimes for collectors focused on grade rarity. Struck at the Denver Mint, this small clad coin may appear ordinary at first glance, yet the highest graded examples have realized impressive auction prices due to their scarcity in superb mint state. For numismatists, the appeal of the 1995 D-Dime lies not in its age or silver content, but in the challenge of locating flawless specimens with pristine surfaces and strong strikes. As a result, the most valuable 1995 D-Dimes are those certified at the very top of the grading scale, where competition among registry set collectors has driven prices far above face value, transforming a 10-cent coin into a prized collectible. The historical context of the 1995 D-Dime places it firmly within the long-running Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt following his death in 1945. Roosevelt's association with the March of Dimes campaign to combat polio made the denomination a natural tribute. By 1995, the dime had been composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy for 3 decades, following the removal of silver from circulating coinage in 1965. The Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark on the obverse, produced hundreds of millions of dimes that year to meet circulation demand in a growing U.S. economy during the mid-1990s. Although no major historical event is directly commemorated on the coin, its place within the broader Roosevelt series connects it to post-World War II American history and the enduring legacy of Roosevelt's leadership and social programs. In terms of design, the 1995 D-Dime retains the classic imagery created by chief engraver John R. Sinek. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1995, with the small D mint mark positioned near the date. The reverse displays a torch at center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch denoting strength and independence. The coin measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.27 grams, composed of a pure copper core bonded between outer layers of copper-nickel. While these specifications are standard for modern dimes, what distinguishes exceptional examples is the sharpness of the strike, the brilliance of the luster, and the absence of contact marks, qualities that become especially significant at grades such as MS67 or higher, where even microscopic imperfections can determine value. Rarity for the 1995 D dime does not stem from low mintage, as production exceeded 1 billion pieces, making it plentiful in circulated grades. Instead, its scarcity emerges at the uppermost levels of preservation. Modern coins are often mishandled in large mint bags, leading to nicks and abrasions that prevent them from achieving top grades. As a result, coins certified at MS68 by leading grading services are extraordinarily rare, and examples graded MS69 are virtually non-existent. Unlike certain other years, the 1995 D dime is not widely known for major error varieties, though minor off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubled dies may occasionally surface and command premiums. Ultimately, it is the condition rarity, rather than mintage rarity, that fuels collector demand and elevates select specimens to elite status. The market value of a 1995 D dime varies dramatically based on grade. In circulated condition, it remains worth only its face value of 10 cents, and even typical uncirculated examples may trade for just a few dollars. However, coins graded MS66 or MS67 can bring between $15 and $75, depending on eye appeal and market demand. The true standouts are those certified MS68, which have realized prices ranging from several $100s to over $1,000 at auction when registry competition intensifies. These high-grade results reflect the broader modern coin market, where collectors assembling top-ranked Roosevelt dime sets are willing to pay strong premiums for the finest known examples. While prices fluctuate with supply and demand, the highest-graded coins consistently command attention and maintain solid value relative to other modern-clad issues. For collectors seeking a valuable 1995 D dime, careful selection and professional grading are essential. Examining coins under magnification to assess luster, strike quality, and the presence of contact marks can help identify promising candidates. Submitting coins to reputable third-party grading services such as PCGS or NGC provides authentication and an objective grade, which significantly enhances marketability and resale potential. Proper storage in inert holders or certified slabs protects the coin's surfaces from environmental damage and handling. Acquiring examples through established coin dealers, major auction houses, or reputable online platforms reduces the risk of overpaying or purchasing misrepresented pieces. Patience is also key, as locating a coin worthy of the highest grades often requires reviewing many examples. In conclusion, the 1995 D Roosevelt dime exemplifies how modern coinage can achieve notable value through condition rarity rather than intrinsic metal content or historical age. Although billions were struck for circulation, only a minute fraction survive in near-perfect condition, and these elite specimens command impressive premiums in today's numismatic marketplace. Its connection to the enduring Roosevelt series, combined with the challenge of finding superbly preserved examples, ensures ongoing collector interest. For both seasoned numismatists and newcomers intrigued by modern issues, the 1995 D dime offers an accessible yet potentially rewarding pursuit, demonstrating that even the most ordinary coins can become extraordinary when preserved at the highest levels of quality. Next up to in the 1979 D. Roosevelt dime stands as a fascinating modern issue within United States numismatics. And while it was produced in vast quantities for everyday commerce, the most valuable surviving examples have captured notable attention among collectors. Struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark on the obverse, this coin is generally common in circulated grades, yet in superb uncirculated condition it can command surprisingly strong prices. The true allure of the 1979 D dime lies not in its age or metallic content, but in the pursuit of exceptional quality and rare mint errors. For numismatists who appreciate modern coinage, the challenge of locating a sharply struck, fully lustrous, and well-preserved specimen has elevated the finest known examples into the realm of significant market value, making this seemingly ordinary dime a highly sought-after condition rarity today. The historical context of the 1979 D dime places it firmly within the long-running Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt following his death in 1945. Designed by chief engraver John R. Sinek, the Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime and has remained in continuous production ever since, making it one of the most familiar coins in American commerce. By 1979, the United States had fully transitioned to copper-nickel-clad coinage, following the removal of silver from dimes in 1965 due to rising bullion prices. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of dimes in 1979 to meet the demands of a growing economy and an expanding population. Though not tied to a specific commemorative event, the coin reflects the late 1970s era of American history, a period marked by economic challenges, inflation, and shifts in mint production technology, all of which form part of its broader historical narrative. In terms of design and physical characteristics, the 1979 D. Roosevelt dime maintains the classic elements that have defined the series for decades. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, with the inscriptions Liberty along the left rim, In God We Trust positioned before his neck, and the date 1979 along the lower right. The small D mint mark appears just above the date. The reverse displays a central torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch signifying strength and independence. The coin is composed of a clad structure consisting of outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.27 grams. While the design itself is standard, examples that exhibit strong strikes, full torch details, brilliant mint luster, and clean surfaces without contact marks are considered technically superior and visually impressive, particularly when preserved in high mint state grades. Rarity for the 1979 D dime is not derived from low mintage, as production exceeded 288 million pieces, but rather from the scarcity of top-graded specimens and notable mint errors. Because dimes are small and were heavily used in circulation, most examples quickly accumulated wear and contact marks. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services are relatively scarce, and pieces achieving the elusive MS-68 designation are exceptionally rare. Additionally, collectors sometimes seek double die varieties, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or other striking errors from the Denver Mint. While major dramatic varieties are limited for this date, any authenticated and visually striking error can substantially increase a coin's desirability and value. Thus, the rarity of the 1979 D dime is largely conditional, hinging on preservation quality and the presence of unusual mint characteristics. Market values for the 1979 D dime vary dramatically depending on condition. In circulated grades, the coin is typically worth only its face value of 10 cents. In standard uncirculated condition, such as MS-63 to MS-65, Examples often trade in the range of $1 to $5, reflecting their availability. However, in superb gem condition, MS67, the value can rise significantly, often reaching $75 to $150 depending on eye appeal and certification. The most exceptional known specimens graded MS68 have achieved auction results in the range of several $100s, and in some cases approaching or exceeding $1,000 when bidding competition is strong. Rare coins with dramatic visual appeal can also command premiums ranging from $50 to several $100s, depending on the nature and severity of the error. The primary factors driving value include grade rarity, population reports from grading services, and overall collector demand for high-end registry set coins. For collectors interested in acquiring a valuable 1979 D dime, careful attention to detail is essential. Because condition is the key determinant of value, collectors should examine coins under magnification to assess strike sharpness, luster quality, and the presence of contact marks, particularly on Roosevelt's cheek and jawline, which are high points prone to blemishes. Certification by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC is highly recommended for coins believed to grade MS67 or higher, as professional authentication enhances marketability and buyer confidence. Proper storage in inert holders or slabbed cases will help preserve the coin's surfaces and prevent tunning or damage. Searching original bank rolls or mint sets can sometimes yield high-quality examples, and reputable coin dealers or major auction platforms remain reliable sources for certified specimens. Patience and selectivity are crucial when pursuing top-tier condition coins. In conclusion, the 1979 D. Roosevelt dime exemplifies how even modern, high-mintage coins can achieve notable value when preserved in extraordinary condition. Although common in everyday circulation, its finest surviving examples stand out as condition rarities that attract strong interest from registry set collectors and modern coin specialists. With its enduring design honoring Franklin D. Roosevelt, its connection to the late 20th century American economy, and its potential for premium valuations in elite grades, the 1979 D dime occupies a meaningful place in contemporary numismatics. For both new and seasoned collectors, it offers an accessible yet challenging pursuit, blending affordability at entry levels with the excitement of high-grade discovery and long-term appreciation potential. Next up in the 1984 D. Roosevelt dime, a 10-cent piece struck at the Denver Mint, stands as an intriguing modern issue within the long-running Roosevelt dime series. While at first glance it may appear to be an ordinary circulation coin, high-grade survivors and rare error varieties have elevated certain examples into the ranks of highly valuable modern collectibles. For numismatists, the appeal of the 1984 D dime lies not in precious metal content, as it is a clad coin, but in condition rarity and the pursuit of superbly preserved specimens. As registry set competition has intensified over the past 2 decades, coins once dismissed as common pocket change have achieved surprising auction records when graded at the very top of the scale. This dynamic has made the 1984 D dime particularly desirable among collectors seeking the finest known examples, driving sustained market demand for pristine pieces. Historically, the 1984 D dime was produced during a period of economic recovery in the United States under President Ronald Reagan's administration. The dime itself honors President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an enduring national legacy. Introduced in 1946, shortly after Roosevelt's death, the Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime and has remained in continuous production ever since. The 1984 D issue was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D Mint mark located on the obverse above the date. In 1984, The Denver facility produced hundreds of millions of dimes for general circulation, reflecting strong demand for small change in a growing economy. Although not associated with a special commemorative event, the coin is part of the broader historical continuity of post-war American coinage and symbolizes stability in U.S. currency design. In terms of design, the obverse of the 1984 Roosevelt dime features a left-facing portrait of Roosevelt, originally designed by chief engraver John R. Sinek. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1984 surround the portrait, with the small D mint mark denoting its Denver origin. The reverse depicts a central torch representing liberty, flanked by an olive branch symbolizing peace and an oak branch denoting strength and independence. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, consisting of outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.268 grams, consistent with post-1965 dimes. While the design is standard for the series, sharply struck examples with strong details in Roosevelt's hair and fully defined torch bands on the reverse are especially prized, as these features often show weakness due to high-speed mass production. Rarity for the 1984 dime does not stem from low mintage, but rather from condition scarcity. With a mintage exceeding 700 million pieces, circulated examples remain extremely common and carry only face value. However, superb uncirculated coins graded MS-67 or higher by major grading services are remarkably scarce. Many coins from this era were poorly preserved, often showing bag marks, weak strikes, or contact abrasions from bulk storage. As a result, examples certified MS-67 Plus or MS-68 can be condition rarities. Additionally, collectors seek full bands, FB designations, awarded to coins with fully separated horizontal bands on the torch. True full band specimens from 1984 are considerably more difficult to locate, significantly increasing desirability and value. Occasional mint errors, such as off-center strikes or doubled dies, can also add premium value, though dramatic and well-preserved errors are uncommon. Market values for the 1984 Roosevelt dime vary dramatically depending on grade and designation. Circulated coins are worth only 10 cents, while typical uncirculated examples in MS-63 to MS-65 condition may sell for $2 to $10. In higher grades, however, the value rises sharply. MS-67 examples can command between $40 and $100 depending on eye appeal and certification. Coins graded MS-67 with full bands may reach $150 to $300. The most exceptional MS-68 full band specimens have achieved auction results ranging from $800 to over $1,500, reflecting competitive registry demand. These figures illustrate how condition rarity transforms a common coin into a significant collectible. Market trends indicate steady interest in top population modern coins, particularly as collectors pursue complete high-grade Roosevelt dime sets. For collectors interested in acquiring a valuable 1984 dime, careful inspection and certification are essential. Look for coins with strong strikes, minimal contact marks, bright luster, and sharply defined torch bands on the reverse. Submitting promising specimens to reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC can authenticate the coin and potentially enhance its marketability. Storage in archival quality holders or slabs protects the coin from environmental damage and preserves its grade. Purchasing from established coin dealers, major auctions, or respected numismatic forums reduces the risk of overpaying or acquiring altered pieces. Patience is crucial, as top-grade full bands examples appear infrequently and often attract competitive bidding. In conclusion, the 1984 Roosevelt dime exemplifies how modern U.S. coinage can achieve remarkable value through condition rarity rather than intrinsic metal content. Although struck in vast numbers, only a tiny fraction survive in superb gem condition with full bands, elevating them into a premium category within the Roosevelt dime series. Its historical continuity, classic mid-20th century design, and the ongoing popularity of registry collecting all contribute to its appeal. For both new and seasoned numismatists, the 1984 D dime offers an accessible entry point at lower grades and a challenging pursuit at the highest levels. As demand for top-quality modern coins continues, exceptional examples of this seemingly ordinary dime are likely to retain their strong collector interest and long-term market relevance.